All right, let me get you in the right place here. I think we'll do like this. I have to make sure I get your hat. It's so beautiful. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, tell me your name.
My name is Nabukenja Christine.
Okay.
I am 14 years old. I have joined my S1 this year, and I learn from Katikam Senior Secondary School, and I live at Cavaniel Gayas.
Very nice. Now, tell me a bit about what your life, about your family, your mother, your father, and maybe what life was like for you before you joined ECM.
Yes. I am an albino.
Nice and loud.
I am an albino, and I live in a family of 7 people. And those are my 3 elder sisters, my one brother, and my father. Me and my brother, we are the only albinos at home. I have faced a lot of problems as an albino right away from my birth. The time I was born, my grandmother told me that the electricity had got off. So when she lighted a torch to see how the baby was looking like, she just saw a white baby. Everybody in the hospital was wondering, how can a black mother and a black father give birth to a white baby? Everybody had reasons to give to that. Others saying maybe my mother had committed adultery with a white man and they produced a white baby, or my mother had misbehaved when she was still pregnant with a ghost and it cursed her. So when my father got to know about that, he spent 2 days not even coming the hospital to visit us. But after getting some counseling from the doctors and the other village elders, he came. When he came, he told me that when he looked at my hair, he felt so excited with my hair and started loving me. So we went home. Some of our village members gathered at our home with gifts because they thought I was a demi-goddess and I would bless them. When they brought those gifts, I blessed them, but I can't tell you whether my blessings worked for them. But I blessed them. So time went on, I started growing up. So when I grew up, we had a man on our village called John. That man was a witch doctor. So he believed in demigods, believed in satanic ways. So he took off my hair. He gave me some sweets and took off my hair. He took it for witchcraft. But I thank God. But I thank God that his young sister reported him to my father, and all the village called him, and he was sent away from our village. So when my mother gave birth to my brother, the village was not so surprised because they had got used to me. So they never brought gifts as they did to me. They never called him a misfortune or what, because they had got used to me. When I continued growing up, my parents started realizing that I am affected with a lot of sunshine, so I need some things to protect me. My father went in the town to look for help. When he reached in the town, they told him the children like that, they need sunscreen, hats and sunglasses, but they were so expensive for him because by that time he was working as a gatekeeper in Makerere Farm, Cabanyo. So he bought me, but they were not enough because I recall by that time sunscreen was at 100,000 Ugandan shillings, one lotion. And we were only 2. We were 2, my brother and me, so he could not afford to buy 2 lotions. So time reached when I must go in a primary school to learn. So when I went in that school, kids were not sitting with me in the class. It was a low standard school whereby you had only one teacher teaching the whole school, all the subjects. And in one class, there were only 4 children. So I recall my position would be the fourth out of 4 children. So at the end of that year, that was 2009, my mother had started up a restaurant. So one day she met one of the ECM coordinators and told her about ECM, told her that we are looking for children to sponsor albino children. And my mother told her that I have also albino children and they need help. So when they agreed, she went back home and talked with my father and they agreed together. So by the end of that year, 2009, that was Christmas Day, unfortunately, I lost my mother when she was giving back to the newly born baby. Everybody at home was bursting into tears, but I never cried because I thought she was sleeping. So on the next day, that was Boxing Day, also the newly born baby, and we also lost the newly born baby. So the next year, that next year, I got a sponsor, and she was a lady. She used to sponsor me, give special gifts to me, but unfortunately, she just moved out. When she moved out, I thought my world was ending, but I thank God by that time I got a new sponsor who helped me more than she was doing. That's it.
It sounds like you had a father who loves you.
Yes, I had a very loving father.
And he's still here.
Yes, he's still
But you lost your mother. Did you find it difficult? Did people discriminate against you?
Yes.
Just make your life difficult because of the color of your skin?
Yes, many did. Because I recall when I joined my P2 class, it was a sports day. There was a certain boy in our color that was red. So they called for a participant to help in sack running, but that guy refused me to go because he thought that because of my skin color I was too weak, I would not run. It hurt me, but I just left it. So he was discriminating me.
So how do you react? How have you learned as you've gotten older to deal with that in your life?
That's self-esteem. I believe in myself. Because I am an albino, it doesn't mean that I should not do things done by people who have melanin. So I have self-esteem in me. I can do more than they do. And I am wise in the class, so I can win the black people.
Tell me about how you joined ECM, how you became a part of ECM.
Yes, at first, my brother was the first to be registered in ECM, so he got a sponsor right away. But me, I was staying at home. I had no sponsor. I had not got a sponsor. He used to come for Saturday clubs and he used to tell me about the Bible lesson, about the crafts they used to do. So I got interested in that. I prayed to God, but he was trustworthy and I got a sponsor too.
So what do you like about ECM?
What I like about ECM, it has loving people. It has loving people like its coordinators. It has, even the children are friendly. It doesn't socialize whether they are albinos or black people. It helps every child who needs help.
And what do you enjoy about coming on Saturdays?
Many things. I enjoy Bible study or Bible lesson. I enjoy crafts, mostly tailoring. Even we used to do gymnastics. Yes, I enjoyed that.
Tell me about the tailoring.
Tailoring. I love tailoring because I love dressing. As you see.
I can see.
So I love tailoring and I love to dress other people. Because when I dress someone, and I look at that person, I see, yes, I am the one who have dressed her.
And how do you hope to use your skills in the future?
Yes, that's why my future plans are I want to be a fashion designer, at the same time a writer. And I also want to take part in charity programs so that I can help some children to change from being forgotten children of Africa to remember children of Africa as I am today.
What would you like to do for other children with albinism?
With albinism, I like to move the whole world, get children. I talk to children with albinism. I give them self-esteem that I have because it has helped me to overcome mountains and mountains. Because if it was not that, I would be stigmatized. I would even not go to school to learn because I would fear in the class. But now I can stand and debate in 1,000 children without fearing.
What would you like to say to those who are praying for you and those who are sending money to help, maybe those who send sunscreen or hats or sunglasses? What would you like to say to them?
First, I would like to give my big thanks to Mama. Because if it wasn't for her, this ECM would not be started up. So I would like to thank her for the big heart she's having. I would also thank Mr. Mark and Madam Stacy for helping her and for helping children. I would like to thank all the sponsors who help children in ECM. Thank you very much for helping these children. May the loving God give you a lot of children and candles to blow in life. I would like to thank all the coordinators in every branch of ECM, those in Karamoja, those at Gayaza, the headquarters, those in Ghana, those in Kamocha. Thank you very much for what you are doing. Last but not the least, I would like to thank God, because if it was not for Him, maybe I would have not been connected to ECM. Maybe I would have not been beautiful and nice looking as I am. Thank you very much, God. I bless your name.
Give me a nice big smile and a laugh.